This is the Fender Nashville Player Plus Telecaster in a really nice butterscotch blonde. Let's go to Nashville now. Let's check it out. Hey, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. If you are new here to this channel, please subscribe and let's get this video to 59,000 likes. That's one per subscriber. That's how it works, right? Everybody watches every video. So we're checking out a brand new guitar today that I bought at a local guitar store. We're doing a couple of firsts today. Checking out my first Player Plus series guitar and also checking out my first Nashville Tele. So that's two things we're killing two guitars with one stone. I don't think that's the expression. Nashville Telecaster. People keep telling me to check it out. They say, check out the Nashville Telecaster. They keep telling me that. They keep saying it, and they keep telling me to check out the... So what is a Nashville Telecaster? It's basically a hot-rodded Telecaster, and then you take like a Stratocaster middle pickup and stick it right there. And you can see it, because it is a Stratocaster pickup. And then you got a 5-way switch. This one has a little bit more than that, but we'll explain that when we get into the full specs. So yeah, it's like a Tele Strat hybrid. Ever since the Player Plus series guitars came out, I've said that I think it's the best value guitars from Fender. So I have high expectations for the Player Plus, because I mean, it can't be worse, right? It's got to be more plus. So they have a reputation to live up to. They came out a little while ago. I didn't check them out right away. The best way to describe what a Player Plus is, you take some of the elements from like the Fender Ultra series, like those specs, and then combine that with the Player series, and then you've got the Player Plus. So it's kind of like, where would it sit? If it would sit on the scale of guitars from Fender, maybe like in between the Performer series and the Player series, I guess, right there. I don't know where the Vintera fits into all that stuff. So let's talk about what that means in terms of specs. I mentioned about the Ultra series. So let's go over the guitar. It's a made in Mexico. It's got the Fender locking tuners. One big deal to me is the rolled edges on the neck. That's a win. It's got a nice satin back on the neck. 22 medium jumbo frets. They feel really big, so if you like big frets. Single ply pickguard, which is kind of like the old school Tele, you know. Coming down here, you got 3 pickups. You got all these noiseless pickups. They're called Player Plus noiseless pickups. You got the neck, which is a Tele, then you got the middle, which is a Strat, and then you got the bridge, which is also a Tele. Block steel saddles. I think they're really, really cool. I remember that being on, I had an American Standard Telecaster years ago, and I always liked them. They just look cool and they're solid. Controls, 5-way switch, as I mentioned before. There is a push-pull though in the tone, and what that does is in your first position, it adds the neck to the bridge, and then in the second position, you get all 3 pickups. So with the regular 5-way, it's just like a Strat. First position, bridge. Second position, bridge, middle, 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 and neck, and then that one with the other stuff. Oh my goodness, stop confusing me. It's not that confusing. Let's take the guitar and get some more specs and take a look under the hood. All right, I'm sure this is everybody's favorite part. We're gonna weigh it. Let's take it, put it on the scale that I got from Canadian Tire. 3.791 kilos is 8.356 pounds. Decent weight, it's getting up there. It's not super heavy, not super light, it's kind of in the middle. Here's all the pickup resistance. So that was the neck, and then you got the neck and the middle pickup. I'll just let you see those numbers and you can write them down and keep them in your journal or whatever you're doing with these numbers. Actually, there's a test on this on Monday, so please memorize this stuff. And we'll be converting it all to fractions later, so hope you enjoy that. Okay, and then pulling the push-pull pot, you can see what the neck and the bridge do there. And then you got the, too far. All 3 pickups, 4.01. There you go, there's your numbers. Nice numbers, I like those numbers. So here we go, we're just taking the strings off. Makes it a lot easier when you got these locking tuners. You just turn the little dial, pull the strings out. I noticed a little bit of neck finish on one of these frets. Not a big deal, you can just buff it off, or playing should fix it. Anyways, here's the neck, all the neck measurements. So that's the nut, And you can see that 12th fret, got the measurement for that. And I also like to capture the last fret, just in case anybody needs to know these things for the test coming up on Monday. So there you go, and then fractions too, right? Don't forget the fractions. Here's the thickness now, right? You got the 1st fret thickness, and then down by the 5th fret, you see it's getting a little bit thicker, just a few more millimeters, and then down by the 12th fret. So it grows in thickness as you go down. There you go. Surgery time. I'm gonna take 2 screws out and take out the control plate. We're gonna see what's inside. I gotta be honest, this is a mess of wires, but I guess it's that complicated when you got all this stuff and you got these push-pulls. It's very similar to the wiring that I saw in the Pro 2 telly that I have. So there's the push-pull pot. There's the 3-way, oh no, sorry, I was gonna say 3-way switch, but it's a 5-way. And there's some kind of little thing on top of the tone pot. And oh no, that's the volume pot. Maybe that's the, you know what, I don't know what it is. Let me know in the comments if you know what that thing was. Pretty sure it was something, but I'm not sure if I am not. Anyways, taking the pick guard off here, get the screws off, and then lift it out carefully. Always do this part carefully. This is cool. Nice and clean inside. You know what, these player tallies have awesome routing inside. Look at that. You can put a humbucker. You can do anything with these things. You could almost fit a second humbucker, but not quite in that middle slot. Here's the pickups from the other side, right? That's the neck pickup, and there's the Strat pickup. I was gonna say bridge. I don't know why I was gonna say bridge. Middle. People love that plastic ripping stuff. Here's what I do with my little label. I like to take it and save it as a memento. I just stick it on the little book that came with it. Okay, and just put the screws back on, and you guys hear that sound? Is it just me? I kind of hear something. Okay, now we're gonna hear it. Everybody's like, I don't care about the insides and the stuff like that. I just want to hear the guitar, so play it. So I'm playing through my Fender Princeton Tweed amplifier, and I got it mic'd up there with a Sennheiser 906E microphone. And when I do dirt, I said do, I'll put the pedals on screen so you can see what I'm playing. All right, cool. Was it cool? I don't know if it was cool. You got to hear it, you got to see all the specs, you got to learn all about it. Let's talk about pros and cons now. And there's a lot of pros to this guitar. I mentioned before the satin neck. It's one of my favorite feeling necks. The butterscotch look, I love it. I really like the butterscotch finish on Fender guitars. Fretwork is awesome, no sharp ends. Everything looks really good. There was one little dirty fret on the bottom here, and it looks to be like the neck finish on there. Anyways, nothing you can't just rub off. Decent weight, you saw the weight of it. The overall fit and finish, I mentioned on a lot of the stuff, but the overall, the whole thing is really nice. The noiseless pickups are noiseless. I think they sound really good. No complaints about that. Quality electronics, you got the push-pull, which is good. I prefer that to the push-push that they have on the Pro 2. 7 tonal options, really good. The gig bag is decent. It's their deluxe gig bag. I've seen nicer gig bags from like PRS and stuff, but otherwise it's, you know, I can't really complain about it. Cons, this has happened on a few guitars. I don't know, dirty strings and dirty fretboard when I play it the first time. So it's got like factory dirt or something. Something to mention, the Strat pickup gets in the way. If you're not used to playing a Strat, that's something on a Strat as well. If you're not used to having a pickup there, you're gonna strum on it. You'll be like, what is that thing? The electronics are really good. They might seem complex at first, but you know, once you get to know them. And that's really it. That's, you know, that was my cons, but I don't really have nothing really bad to say about it. Is that all I wrote? We're freestyling now? Turn this over to you. Player Plus series, good or bad? Let me know. What do you think about it? Too expensive? Too nice? Not expensive enough? Awesome? Any kind of feedback you got, leave me some feedback. I'm curious what you think. And let me know what you've tried, if you've tried any of them, because there's a lot of different models. Overall, do I recommend it? Yeah. I wouldn't have bought it if I didn't recommend it. I tried it in the store and I liked it. I actually chose this over Fender Meteora, which I tried at the same time. So it was between the two. That was 2 guitars I was looking at, checking out. Hey, if you want to check out how to get one, take a look in the links in the description. I got affiliate links to all the stores around the world. Sweetwater, Thomann, Reverb, eBay, everywhere. Doesn't matter. You can find one. You know how to do it. Click on things. Always appreciated sports channel. I love you. Didn't mean to say that. Not scripted. Now he's rambling. This is where we end the video. All right. As always, play guitar and have fun, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.